Hello everybody, welcome to the Putnam Museum. I am Miss Ann and we're standing in an area right now that is upstairs from where we will start at the Putnam. I want to show you a lot of the exhibits and talk to you about your journal so that you can get the best experience possible when you come here for your study trip. Please get your booklet out and have it on the front cover. Put your first and last name on the 2 lines and then your school name on that long line. Please open your booklet, your journal, to the Rights and Responsibilities page. In a moment, you will read these out loud in your classroom, but I want to tell you what these are about. For example, you have the right to go to school and learn. You have the responsibility to not stop anybody else from learning. Here at the Putnam, you also have rights and responsibilities. Take time to read these out loud now. Here we are at Station 1. We have 3 pieces to Station 1, so you will be with 1/3 of your classroom. Pretty small group, which is great because you have a lot to see and do. Please turn to page 2 so that you know where you will be for Station 1A. You may see your teachers holding this sign. You know what this means. And you will see this sign when it's time to switch from A to B to C or back again. Boys and girls, here is the electric generator. This is your must-do. Look at the choices. As I move the laser around, you will choose 2 choices to circle. And that is where you will start in Station 1 after you've done the electric generator. We have the laser lab clear over here. We have the laser harp, where you can make music with your finger. We have light, shadow, and color clear on the back wall. Okay. The magnetoscope is the red and blue exhibit right here. The mesmer tube. This is great. Newton's cradle. See what happens when you move these ceramic balls, but do be careful, they'll pinch. And up front is a pulley table. Now we are in Station 1B. Your must-do is this exhibit, which is called the standing wave. Look in your journal and it will tell you what to do. Now we're continuing with Station 1B. You have 2 choices to circle. After you explore the 2 choices that you circle, then you can go and check out the other choices. When you finish, you'll have a couple of notes to make. The exhibits you get to choose from include the 1002 gears, the gear wall, the impact gauge, the lever tug of war, and finally, pulley power. Here are planets on the landing. This is your must-do. It's in the middle of page 3 of your journal. Please go down, choose 1 planet, read the caption, and jot a note about how this invention from NASA has affected your life. The next 2 exhibits are for everybody to explore. Here, you can use infrared detection to see what happens on the platform and see yourself on screen. modify your own paper cone and see what happens in the tunnel. We have come down the stairs to Station 2. Again, there are 3 sections for you. Here we are in Station 2A, which is the music and motion room, and your must-do is the zoetrope. Take a look at the strip while it's still. Curl it up. It fits right into the bottom of the zoetrope, and somebody's going to give it a really good spin, and then see what you see. This is an animation station where you can do stop action photography, change the backgrounds, change the motion, the characters, and all of your buttons are over here. Another choice is the track matrix. You'll figure it out, but it's music. And your third choice, I want you to circle only one this time before you go to the other ones, is the video scene editor. You can do video and a couple of different audios here. Just outside the room we were in is Station 2B. Everybody makes a rocket. The instructions are on the table for you. Station 2C is the gravity wall. Please notice that we have this side and there's a second side. So you have plenty of time to figure out your tube pattern. We're now on page 5 in your journal. This is Station 3. We have A, B, and C. We're now in Station 3A. You will circle one of these and then visit the other 2 when you have time. The small gray screen is where you will do the coding program, if that's your first choice. Second, you will go into the Hall of Mammals, and there's quite a bit to see in there. It's hard to tell from where we're standing. And lastly is the Lego racetrack, where you try to design the fastest car. This is Station 3B. It is augmented reality, a wonderful experience. Look at your journal and see what the regulations are for going in here. You also see a blue screen that says augmented reality. That's where we can capture some of the videos to send back to your classroom. Finally, we have Station 3C. You have lots of choices here, but please circle one to begin with, and then explore the others. Here is the air fountain. We have 2 places for construction, wooden construction, and nuts and bolts. We have an earthquake table where you create a structure and see how much vibration it can tolerate. Enjoy sitting in a rowboat with life jackets and flippers. And finally, by the bridge is a vortex. That's that tube of water that you see over there. Welcome to Station 4. You will travel as an entire class through sections A and B. Later, you'll get a chance to write your name in Egyptian hieroglyphics. Station 4A is Black Earth Big River, and you will make 2 predictions based upon what you are reading here. Let's be nice and quiet as we write our 2 predictions before we head into Black Earth, Big River. Here we are in Egypt. You will get a chance to look at everything in there, and I want you to think about ancient Egyptian life compared to your own. So you can make a note about that on page 6 in your journal. We just came up the stairs from Egypt. If you started with section or station 4, you're now heading to station 5. You may have started with station 1. Eventually you'll be here. You'll come up the steps. Take a moment to look at these beautiful display cases, including the Japanese dolls, this hand-carved eagle, and then you will head this way to the grand lobby. Turn your journal to the back cover, which is page 7. This has all 3 sections of station 5. So you will be divided into 3 groups once again. Our first station places you over by the photo wall facing this direction. You will be observing the kinetic sculpture in the ceiling. The second piece of station 5 is the tennis ball launch. See what you can do with that. And finally, back to the tables, and now is your chance on page 6 to write your name in hieroglyphics, draw the cartouche, take notes in any other place that you need to. Kids, this is a coupon for you to come back to the Putnam and enjoy a movie on the giant screen for just $5. Normally it's $9.